Hello everyone and welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith and we are going to do something that I forgot to do at the end of the last video. Before the round ends, before we move into the next one, I wanted to go invisible with both characters. So I am going to use the Cloak of Invisibility as I had mentioned on both. And these are going to keep our characters protected. So this Cragheart now is going to jump into the shadows. This is at the end of the round to ensure that there's no such damage coming his way in this next round. So this is going to protect him for one round. Same thing with the Tinker, also going invisible. So they are off the board for this particular round, which is good. We can still attack from the shadows, which is nice, but we will hide this time. Just because the cannons are pretty nasty, we got to get at least one off the board on each side before things get out of hand. And we want to heal too. So we'll go ahead and pick our first two cards to start off the round here. So going over here with the Cragheart, who knows that this number 2 cannon already has 6 damage on him. We only need 2 more in order to kill, so we just need to get 2 more damage. That should be pretty straightforward. This is a nice attack. Attack 3, and then we also get to suffer damage. Because we push this cannon back, we now can suffer damage on him. So we'll use this massive boulder to our liking, which will also boost up the leaf element, which is nice. And what we're going to do in terms of the bottom is we're going to want to heal a little bit. So if we do a movement of 2, I can, now let me just see the wording here, because if I can get on that pressure plate right away, anytime a trap is sprung, door is locked and becomes permanently unlocked as soon as both pressure plates are simultaneously occupied by characters at the end of a turn. The door can then be opened normally. Nice. Okay, so what we just have to do is get on it. So this is a perfect time to try to get on it. So we don't have to kill these, we just have to trigger it and then run the heck out. So let's do that while we're invisible. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, this is dangerous. This might be the wrong card to use then because I need to move 4 for later. Because if I trigger it, on the move 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4 would get me here, and the cannons can still hit me, which is bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they still can hit me. So I want to keep this one. We're gonna keep that for later for the movement. I'm gonna heal. This is nasty. Ooh, this one's good. Move 2, which will get me on the pressure plate. Heal 1. Oh, that doesn't do anything for me though. Only affects adjacent allies. So maybe, I want to kill one of the cannons at least. So this is not a good card to use right now for me because it only heals adjacent allies. Let's wait to use it. So let's go. Ooh, this is nice. All adjacent allies and enemies suffer a damage. If I jump on this pressure plate, they both take a damage, so that's nice, and I go early. And then, once I'm on top of that pressure, or when I'm on that plate, I can then go ahead and do a ranged attack. Now I know it's going to be disadvantaged, but at least it's going to be, it'll be something. So we'll hope for that. So let's go here. We're going to get a 29, we got a 61, all right, and then we're going to go ahead with the Tinker, who's invisible over here. Now Tinker's got a lot more, needs to generate 1, 2, 3, 4 to get on the pressure plate, but the Tinker does have a movement of 4 here, so we can do that. So we'll do that generation of 4 movement, and then once we get to the cannons, neither of these cannons are really that badly damaged yet. So the downside with this is we should probably summon a decoy. That would be my best, and we'll probably summon him right here. So we're going to go ahead and use a summon decoy. That's going to be our plan. We're going to see how this turns out. This could actually work out pretty good. So here we got a 20. We got a 29. We're going to go ahead and flip for our artillery. It is an attack plus 1 and 95. Nice. Okay, so they're going really late. So let's go ahead with our attack 1 here from our Tinker. So it's going to start off with a movement of 4. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gets us on top of the pressure plate while we're invisible. So there we go, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to summon a decoy. So we're going to go ahead and put this up into, I'll put this up in the action area of the current card we have. And now the decoy is going to come out. We're going to summon the decoy right here. So it's right in between, so the cannons will focus both on him. And it's going to be great for when the attacks come, because they're going to come. And then that's it. So then these two, then that's the movement. This card is now discarded. And that is the end of the Tinker's turn. Let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So then we're going to go over to the Cragheart. That worked out really good. And then we're going to go here. We're going to go we're going to heal 4, I think, and then we're going to, or shoot, we're going to move to, ooh, I should probably heal. Or should I attack? Ooh, tough choice. So if I move 2, I can sit on the pressure plate, put a damage on each. The extra damage will not kill the, oh right, that's what I was going to do. So I need to be on there anyway. So move 2 will put me here. Then every adjacent ally suffers a damage, and enemy, sorry. So 1 and 2 take a damage. So we got 1 and 2. And then we're gonna go, and that card is done, but the element is infused with the leaf. So now this is discarded. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to use the top, because we used the bottom of this. Top of this for an attack. I'm gonna choose to pick this guy. I am adjacent, so I'm disadvantaged. I can't use the bottom portion. So the rules state that when you go ahead and infuse the battlefield with a leaf on your turn, you cannot consume it on the same turn. Has to be somebody else that does it in that same round. So I can only use the attack 3, range 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that attack. It's gonna be disadvantaged though, and we'll see what happens. So I got a +1 and a 0. So we take the 0 as the worst attack, but we get a 3, and 3 is way more than enough to kill off that cannon. So that cannon is one less thing being shot at us. And the really cool thing is, guys, is we just finished a turn. So now this card is discarded. And the cool thing is, we're done. Both characters are on the pressure plates. So this door now is unlocked. So we are now able to run out the doors here and head to this door. So the other downside to this is that both of our turns are done. So essentially my character has returned. So the Tinker is back here and the Craighart is back on this pressure plate. There we go. So now we got both characters back, and that's the end of the turn. Now the question really becomes, we have to wane this down. The question really becomes, do we short rest in order to get back some cards for high movement? Because we've got to get away from these cannons. They're going to be shooting us. We don't want to be close. So I'm going to go ahead and short rest. This sounds like a dangerous thing to do, and it probably is, because we're doing it a little early. But I'm going to go ahead and short rest because I really don't, I want to generate some type of movement here. So that's a good one. I'll lose that. And we want to keep the cards that are going to generate lots of movement for the Craighart. Hopefully one of these does. Move 3, nice. Okay, so we're going to move 3 back and a move 4. That should be enough to get us out. And then we're going to go ahead and... That's pretty good, actually. I like that so far. And then for the Tinker, do we have enough movement generation? No, we don't. We have lots of cards, but not any move 4s left. And we need move 4s for him because we don't know how long that this summoned creature is going to be able to handle the shots. So here we go. This is interesting. There's only 3 cards. I don't really remember which one's which. I'll take this one. Ugh. Okay, so that's the one I'm taking. Do I want to risk... Yeah, that's okay. The stun's really handy though. I can't take a damage, so I'm gonna have to lose this one. I don't want to take a damage on the Tinker. He's already hurting. So there we go, 74 and 34. Done. So we fully short rested. We're ready to go. And oh, and by the way, sorry, this battle card from way back has already been completed. So we've actually done both of our battle cards from way back when we killed the skeletons up here. So yeah, that's the end of this round, and we're going to move into the next. So let's see if there's anything to shuffle in terms of cards. Nope, and nothing there. The artillery stuff doesn't need to be shuffled, so that's good, and nothing here, so we're ready to roll. In terms of the Tinker just needs to generate movement to get out of there. So using the only movement 4 card he has is a wise choice to get him 1, 2, 3, and then out the door would be 4. Let me just make sure that's the doorway. Yeah, the doorway is here, so I'll just go ahead and put a door here. These are open, but I'm just for reference. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4 will get us at the door. And then same with the Craighart, but first on the way out, we can take a shot. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe take a shot back at, oh sorry, the Craighart's over here. Take a shot back at the cannon. I don't think I can stun it. I can't do anything that would stop me from hurting it. Or stop me from being shot by it is a better way to say it. But remember, I still have my summon character that can take some damage, so maybe healing is what I should be focusing on. So heal 3, that is what I want to do. Actually, let's go even sooner. Let's do 17 to guarantee we can do this. I want to heal, I want to make sure I don't get hit too bad. And then the Craighart's going to do the exact same thing. It's going to generate a whole bunch of movement to get the heck out of the room, and then also going to generate 4 healing to go really early. All right, so there we go. We got our 2 cards, healing 17, healing 29, Gonna go ahead and generate our Ancient Artillery is a 71, so it's really good, it's really late. So we can go with the Tinker now. Tinker, what is he gonna do? He's gonna move 4. So he is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's on his way out the door, which is nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and heal 3. So the Tinker over here is gonna go from 5 back to 8, which is good, because when the cannons start shooting at him, he's gonna need it. And then that's it. Those 2 cards are burnt. No, actually I have the Boots of Sterling, so I'm going to use the Boots of Sterling to get myself out of range of those cannons. Haha. Smart move, eh? That's what I thought. Oh shoot, that's from the Craighart. What am I doing? But he has the Boots of Sterling as well. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so he's moved his 2 and we're good. We're going to do the exact same thing with the Craighart guys. Exact same strategy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go move 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets him to the doorway. We're going to go ahead and we're going to generate, oops, I'm looking at the wrong side again. We're going to take the Craighart, we're going to flip his, during your movement, add 2 to the movement. Boots of Sterling. It's going to help him get out of the range of that back cannon. And then, or actually, you know what? You know what? Let me think about this. Where was I? Was I there? Yeah, I was here. So before I leave, or I was here, sorry. Before I leave, let me attack. Oh no, I want to heal. I want to heal, not attack. Never mind. So I'm going to go ahead and do the move 4 I planned. 1, 2, 3, 4. I used the Boots of Sterling, which was here, and I flipped it for 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to heal for 4, which is going to jack this thing back up. And then the Craighart is going to go from 4 back to 8. There we go. We are getting more and more prepared for our final battle. And look what I've done again. I put the Tinker's cards in the discard pile of the Craighart. I'm losing my mind. Obviously need some sleep. Okay, so there we go. We're all settled. Look at our guys. They're squared away at the door. They're just raring to go. So just so you guys know, this door is now considered unlocked because we ended our turns way back before on these. Now the other thing that has to happen here is, I forgot about this guy here, the Summon Decoy. So the Summon Decoy, how he acts is he's got to move and attack, but he's already adjacent to enemies, so he's not going to go anywhere. He's just going to sit where he sits, essentially. So you can see that by looking at his card here. He's got a movement of 2, but he takes up to 6 damage. So essentially we have to play out this Ancient Artillery card. But when I played this card, I should have gotten 2 XP. So I'm going to bump the Tinker's XP up to 2 to ensure that we get the credit for that, because I forgot about that from prior. So we got 2, and then now the cannons are going to go ahead and attack. It says all adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. So that means this guy here, this poor guy, is already taking 4 damage before the attacks even start. I probably shouldn't even bother because he's probably just going to get wiped away anyway. So here's 4 damage on him. And then I'm going to go ahead and do an attack because these cannons are attacking. So an attack of 0. So we'll start with number 3. And number 3 attacks with 3. He's going to go ahead and flip a card. Boom. Way more than enough. That decoy is dead. Now, the range is only 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he can hit him. So he's going to, so now that this cannon here killed the decoy, I didn't think he could shoot that far, so let me rethink about this. So the first attack was from this guy here. Now the first thing he's going to do is he's going to target this character here. He pulled a 4 on his attack. 4 damage would go on to, 4 damage would then go, I'm just doing this in order so that's correct. So 3 attacks him. We pulled, and it was a 3 plus a 1, so 4 damage on the summons. So we go ahead and put 4 damage on the summons. But then it also says all adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. So that means this guy gets killed off because he gets 2 extra damage on him, putting him up to a total of 6. And 6 is his total, as you can see right there. So that summon character was killed by 1 cannon. So because he was killed by 1 cannon, the really nasty part about that is the other cannon's free to shoot. And the worst part about that is it's the number 4 one who happens to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a perfect line of sight on him. So he can shoot the Tinker and he's going to do it. So he's shooting the Tinker with a 3 and it's a 3 damage. So I'm going to have to suck it up and take that. So he shot the Tinker in the back as he ran out the door, which is kind of funny. That's about it. There we go. So now we're all squared away. And at this point, I think we're going to stop here. I'm going to have to do some shuffling in terms of the modifier decks. I don't think there was anything that was pulled that needs to be shuffled. This wanes down, the element of leaf, our favorite element that only ever seems to go up. And then everything else here, I'll just put this back here. It's still exhausted. So we can see talking about, remember when I got that Battle card that said not to use any items? Yeah, I kind of like using items apparently. Same with the Craig card, I really used a lot. But hey, look at this. We're close to the door, and next turn we're gonna be busting through it. So if you guys wanna join me in the next video, we are gonna crack this last door. We're gonna move into this tile, find out what's behind it, take it down, and take a win. So until the next video, guys, thanks for watching, and I really do appreciate all the feedback. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you've seen everything I missed. It's possible I've missed the odd thing. Hope you enjoyed the fact that I put the correct amount of hex water tiles here, that I messed up in the first video. I didn't have enough and it looked like that. So I solved that problem looks-wise. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.